Thank you guys so much for joining me today for today's 1% challenge. The goal behind the 1% challenge, of course, is to make you smarter than the average marketer by taking the big, hairy, audacious goal of online marketing and breaking it down into very small, bite-sized 1% chunks that are, of course, manageable and more actionable. Now, today we're talking about attracting more traffic to your website by doing one simple thing, and that is leaving high quality comments on blogs that share the same target audience. Now, there's 5 different reasons why you'll want to do this. So the first reason that you'll want to do this, of course, is to attract free traffic. Free is always in the budget, especially when you have marketing costs that seem to kind of run away from you. Imagine that you target a blog that has about 100,000 visitors every single day. That's a lot of visitors. If you provide a comment that has a lot of value and that is really, really interesting, that comment has the opportunity to be in front of 100,000 viewers every single day. Now, likely you're not going to get all 100,000 to come to your website, but if you just get a sliver, a little portion of them to come to your website, then it's well worth the return on your investment, which really was nothing at all. The second benefit to targeting other blogs and commenting on other blogs is targeted traffic. Now, traffic is really, really good, but as we know, quality versus quantity, quality always wins out. The reason why I say you're going to get targeted traffic is for a few reasons. First of all, one, the people that you're targeting and the people that are on that blog, you already know what they're interested in. You already know the type of things that they like. You've already done your homework and made sure that they're within your target audience and that they're interested in the type of things that you are talking about on your blog. Now, secondly, another reason why I say targeted is because you're finding the audience that actually likes to read blogs. So we all use the internet very, very differently. Some of us only look at blogs or read information off of our smartphones. Some of us go to the internet and we go from website to website to website, just kind of going all over the place. And then there is the subset of people that are using RSS readers and that follow blogs religiously. Those are the people that you want to target. And if you're already going to a blog, then those people that are coming to your blog from that blog are likely to be blog readers. So you've got targeted traffic in 2 different ways. Benefit number 3 is to position yourself as a person of interest. Yes, think of your comment as if it were an introduction to a speaker. Now, when you're sitting down and a speaker is being introduced, you hear all these great and wonderful things about their accomplishments, what they've achieved throughout their lifetime, throughout their career, and it makes you really, really want to hear what that speaker has to say. And it also builds the credibility of the speaker in advance. It sets the tone for the rest of the speech. Your comments do exactly the same thing when it comes to your blogging strategy. When you leave a comment that is interesting, that has value, and that really intrigues and adds to the conversation that blogger is trying to create, then that sets the tone so that when someone clicks on your comment and goes to your website and finds that, hey, this person has more information of value, that solidifies you as a person of interest, and hopefully it gains you a new member of your audience. So the fourth benefit of leaving these comments on other blogs is that you get the attention of the blogger themselves. Even bloggers that have hundreds of thousands of visitors every single day are obsessive about their comments. They put their heart and their soul into their blog articles, and they really, really want to get the feedback of others, so they kind of go through and they read every single comment. So if you're constantly providing comments of interest, comments of value, and you're accenting accenting their conversation and you're accenting the discussion, then what happens is that they possibly will go to your blog. You know, you've caught their eye. They're going to go to your blog and see what you're about. Possibly they'll reciprocate by leaving comments on your blog, or maybe possibly it can open up the door to other opportunities. It could be the beginning of a new relationship, possibly guest posting on their blog or partnering up with them in some ways. You never know what path it might lead to. So for those of you who are seriously considering making this a part of your inbound marketing strategy, I have 4 tips to help you along the way. The first tip is to always be the first to post. If you can help it, be the first one to reply to that article. I'll tell you why. It is because the comments that are first have the most valuable pieces of real estate on that page. Think about the way that your blog or a blog article is structured. You have the blog article, you have maybe some supplementary information after the blog article that the blogger has provided, and then after that, that's the comment section. The ones that are posting first are the ones that are at the top of all of the comments. They get the best visibility, so be the first person to comment. The second tip that I have for you is to reply to other people. In addition to posting a comment that's responsive to the blog article itself, you can also post a comment that responds to a comment that someone else has made. This takes the comment section of the website and kind of turns it into a conversation section, which is always a good thing. Sometimes on my favorite blogs, I say that the comment section is where the real party is going on. You know, the blog article is pretty good, but the real party happens in the comments section because we all have an opportunity to really discuss and dissect that particular issue that the blogger's talking about. The third tip that I have for you is to make those breadcrumbs tasty. Make them taste good, make them look good, make them appetizing. Don't go throwing stale old breadcrumbs out there that no one wants to pick up. Give them something of quality. Give them something to chew on. Make sure that the breadcrumbs that you are putting out there, those comments, are related directly to the article. There's nothing worse than that. Well, actually, there is something worse than that. And that is when someone posts a comment that does not add to the conversation. When someone posts a comment that maybe summarizes the information in the article, it's completely redundant, that has absolutely no value. That's a big turnoff for me. Another big turnoff is when someone posts a one-liner like "great article." Okay, what else do you want to add anything to the conversation? Or when they say "I agree." No, give me something of substance. Give me something of value if you're commenting on my blog. The second or the fourth tip that I want to discuss is to never, ever, ever, never blatantly promote your products or services. A blog in its commenting area, or better yet, any piece of social media, is not for promoting your products. Social media and blogs are for conversing, okay? I don't want you to blast me with advertisements. I have a television, a radio, newspapers, and magazines that are designed to do just that. I don't want to go to a blog and be blasted with an advertisement. And if you self-promote on my blog, I'm sure that many other bloggers are the same way. If you self-promote on my blog, then I'm going to mark your comment and any subsequent comments as spam, and you're not going to be visible anyway. So don't blatantly self-promote. So where do you go from here? 3 things that you have to do. The first is to go out and find relevant blogs that you would like to follow. Now, you probably already have a list of blogs that you're following already, but really think about when you're targeting blogs, think about it from your target audience's perspective. If you were your target audience, and go back and create your create your buyer persona so you understand things from their perspective. But think about the type of things that they will be looking for online. Those are the blogs that you want to target. After you figure out the blogs that you want to target, add them to your RSS feed reader or some type of news aggregator that kind of pulls all of the information together. That way you can read it in one place. That makes this whole commenting strategy much easier and much more real time, because you're going to get the blog posts updated in real time, and you'll know immediately when someone has posted a new article to their blog, so you can be the first to blog. And then thirdly, go out there and do it. Go out there and give your 2 cents. Talk about something that's relevant and related to that article, and give value and have fun doing it.